Just to let you know, before the show starts, we're live. And then a 2, and a 3. The last that ever she saw him, carried away like a moonlight shadow. Now, cut, whoa, we screwed it up from the start. We have screwed the song up from the start. Wait. The last that ever she saw him, carried away by a moonlight shadow. He passed on worries and warning, carried away by a moonlight shadow, lost in a riddle that Saturday night. Far away on the other side, he was caught in the middle of a desperate fight, and she couldn't find how to push through. The trees are whispering in the evening, carried away by a moonlight shadow. Sing the song of sorrow and grieving, carried away by a moonlight shadow. All she saw was a silhouette of a gun. Far away on the other side, he was shot 6 times by a man on the run, and she couldn't find how to push through. I say, I pray to see you in heaven far away. I stay, I pray, see you in heaven one day. 4 a.m. in the morning, carried away by a moonlight shadow. What's your vision for me? Carried away by a moonlight shadow. Stars grow slowly in a silvery night. Far away on the other side, will you come to talk to me this night? But she couldn't find how to push through. I stay, I pray, see you in heaven far away, so far away. I stay, I pray, see you in heaven one day. Far away. And we've just, no, it's not. It's there going. So that's the end of that. Yeah, we've the song does go on, but we think you can't blame me. I didn't butcher that song. We butchered that song. And just to throw it out there, that is now one. Well, it always has been one of my all-time favourite songs, but it's now been completely butchered. I love it. We're mad. We love it. It's feet. Hey, you know it's you love it. You love it. Chunga, welcome to the show. I am Trev Rev, and I ain't no vicar. And as you can see, with me for the near future, she may disappear very, very soon to cook me a lovely spag bowl with 1 or 2 mushrooms, or I should say, shed load of mushrooms with a little bit of bolognese, you know. Nice, one of my favourite meals. I've been spoilt tonight. Now, you may notice before I start, you may notice I'm on episode 48. 2 episodes to go, and it becomes episode 50. So, what am I going to do on that episode 50? You'd have to find out soon. 2 episodes to go. So, Cassandra, yes, I'm here. Trev the Rev. I ain't no vicar. With me is the divine Lady Rods.
Hello. Goodbye.
Welcome to the show. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button. If you're new to watching me work and you'd like to see me some more of my fantastic, bloody mad videos, really, yeah, hit that subscribe button. And when you want to know when this video is coming out, bell, I ring the bell, ding-a-dong, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yes. So we next go on to the joke. And as you know, I don't do the jokes no more. I present that to my assistant. Hey Google, tell a joke about space.
How do you organize a space party? You plan it. Would you like to hear another joke or pick a category?
Yes.
Say another for another joke or category to pick a new category.
Another joke.
What do you do when you see a spaceman? Park your car, man. Would you like to hear another joke or pick a category?
No,
Just
stop.
say another for another joke or category to pick a new category.
Stop. Fish, close. Finito, fish.
Check out our awesome new game called More or Less Trivia. Internet guessing game show perfect
It's
to pass the
taking
time
over
in
the
the car
show.
or play with friends. Just say to your smart device, okay Google, talk more or less trivia.
You can tell this is live, can't you? You can tell this is live. You can tell that was live. Hey Google takes over the show.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Anyway, as you can tell by the title of the show, I'm sure you can have a rough idea what we're going to be talking about. I'm a massive believer of ancient alien theory. I'm sure now watching my videos, you know that. I will say, quick before I start, if you hear a little bit rocking like that, the cat's in the room, and that's 9 times 10 he does that when so I apologise in advance if he does that. But as I say, as I was saying, actually, a bit wobbling. That was me, not the cat. That was me, not the cat. As I was saying, today's subject. I'm a big, massive believer in the ancient alien theory. I'm sure by now you know that. And one of the questions is, who were these ancient aliens? Now, I'd like to talk about one of the possibilities. Not just the possibilities, but how they discussed and dealt with the tribe that they actually met. Hence the title, the Dogon and the Nommo. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. I'd like to hear your thoughts after the show. If you'd like to hear more, let me know. I have no problems at all. Are we ready? Right, then we will begin. My notes, you might see me look now, as you know me by now, I'll do read from notes and we go from there. Okay? Deep Murphy start. Deep in northwest Africa, more precisely in Mali, we find. That was my partner's phone going ding ding. Deep in northwest Africa, more precisely in Mali, we find one of the oldest and most fascinating ancient cultures ever developed on Earth. Ancient Dogon tribe are known for their I'm tripping up on words already. Religious traditions, their ritual dances, their massive ritual masks, their wooden sculptures, and their architecture. However, they're also known for their incredible astronomical knowledge and their fascinating mythological accounts. Dogon have a compelling ancient tradition. They mention myths and legends that go through thousands of years into the past, dating possibly even their own history. Some authors, like Robert M. Shuk, Shuk, argue that the Dogons were a people who originated in Africa, but who have been forced to leave ancient Egypt due to religious persecutions. It is in this opinion that the Dogon may preserve ancient Egyptian traditions and myths that it may even have been carried into the present age, claiming that the Dogon have a powerful cosmic connection. The sky for the Dogon is of extreme importance. In fact, if we take a look at Dogon mythology, we will find that the sky god Amma is said to have created the very first living creatures known as the nommo. The nommo are considered ancestral spirits, but they are also described as being amphibious, hermaphroditic, fish-like creatures. They are often described as the masters of water, the monitors, and even the teachers. The Dogon maintain that the sky god Amma created these beings in the distant past. Distant past. I can't read my own writing sometimes. It's like, aren't you? Chaos. Shortly after Amma created the first nommo, the being transformed, multiplying into 4 pairs of twins. One of these twins is said to rebel against Amma and the universal order created by the god. Curiously, Amma is also called Amen. Amma, although commonly referred to as a male, actually symbolises both male and female principles, which is why it's properly characterised as a genderless being. There you go, a bit of trivia. To restore order and bring peace, Amma sacrificed a nommo and dismembered his body, scattering it through the universe, and peace was restored. Are these ancient accounts just parts of myths and legends? Between 1931 and 1956, French anthropologists and anthropologists. I'll tell you what, this is going to be the word of the day. Let's spell the word. Ready? Are you ready to spell the word? Enphopolists. Still can't pronounce it, but I can spell it. Marcel anthropologists. There you go. I pronounced it. Hey! Marcel Grievel and Domaine Dieterlen travelled to northwest Africa to study the Dogon tribe. At the end of 1946, Gruel spent 33 consecutive days holding conversations with a Dogon shaman, named Oka Tameli, who was cited at the source as most of Gruel's future publications. I'm getting tongue-tied today, people. Tongue-tied today. Ooh. Publications about the Dogon. Gruel wrote almost 3,000 pages about the beliefs of the ancient Dogon tribe, where he detailed Dogon knowledge of plants and cosmology, among other things. Dogon allegedly revealed a number of secrets to Gruel and Dieterlen. The Dogon explained the Nommos were the inhabitants of a world circling the star Sirius. No, I'm not joking. I'm being totally serious. I know. It is said that these Nommo come from the sky in a vessel that was accompanied by fire and thunder. That's a good song by the Imagine Dragons. Thunder, brilliant song. The Dogon tribe allegedly believe how all of their astronomical knowledge came from the stars, more specifically from the sky god. It is also maintained by a number of authors. The Dogon knowledge of Sirius A and B was given to them beings not from the Earth. In honour of sky beings, the Dogon celebrate a festival to honour their visitation and legacy. During the festival, the Dogon wear wooden masks, depicting beings that are both humanoid in nature but completely different. Hence, the Nommo were amphibious beings that needed water as they came to Earth. So, they created a reservoir of water and dived into it, since without a water-rich environment, they would not survive. According to the myth related by Gruelinting, the Nommo divided his body among men to feed them. This is why it is also said that the universe had drunk his body. Nommo also made men drink. He gave all his life principles to human beings. Nommo are also thought to be the origin of the first Hogan. Hogan is the spiritual leader of the village. He is elected from among the oldest men of the extended families of the village. The Dogon further revealed to Griol and to Terlan. I keep pronouncing his names like yeah. Anyway, the Dogon further revealed to Griol and Terlan how they got that came from a specific star in the constellation of Sirius. It can be Sirius. The Pacific star is called by the Dogon Otolo. That's P-O space T-O-L-O. Where modern astronomers refer to it as Sirius B. So where did that knowledge come from? The curious thing is that Sirius B is so far from Earth, it is not even visible without with naked eye observation. Sirius is the second nearest star from our star system, and it's located around 8 light years away. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Sirius B was first discovered by German astronomer Friedrich Bessel, who introduced that the star had an unseen companion for the changes in the proper motion of the main component. The American astronomer Alvan Graham Clark was the first to observe the dim companion on January 31st, 1862. The ancient Dogon knew about its existence series. Blah, 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 blah. You can tell this is live, can't you, people? Live feed, no script, apart from notes. I don't. It goes as it goes. Anyway, the ancient Dogon knew about the existence of Sirius B way before modern astronomers managed to see it through their telescope. The obvious question here then is, how did the Dogon get this knowledge? Was it really given to them by the sky gods? Or is there another explanation? Ancient astronaut theorists argue that it is possible that the beings known as nommos brought them this knowledge, and there may have been an extraterrestrial intelligence. Try and put an end to the mystery and answer where the Dogon obtained their knowledge from. Modern critics suggest that Dogon and I'm getting tongue-tied. Astronomical knowledge was given by modern ethnologists. Big words today, I said it before, yeah. However, as argued by several authors, that's incorrect, since it is a well-known fact that their stories about Sirius go back hundreds of years earlier than any modern ethnologist ever travelled to Mali and studied the ancient Dogon and their history. This leads to a dilemma. An even greater mystery arises from the inability to understand the Dogon. If someone actually managed to prove that all this information that the Dogon are telling us is actually correct, this would be a huge deal. And it would mean that the Earth was in fact visited by beings from outer space thousands of years ago, and these beings interacted with cultures around the globe. All this means that the Dogon inherited that astronomical knowledge. From whom did they inherit it from? Did they obtain this knowledge from an ancient civilization that predated them? Or is it possible that all of their knowledge comes from the stars, as some of the oral knowledge suggests? So, there you go, people. That's my take on the Dogon tribe. Very important Dogon tribe. And, you know, it's a lot to take in. I mean, you really believe that we were visited all those years ago, thousands of years ago, isn't it? It's not hundreds, it's thousands. Were these aliens visited? Were these aliens visited by the? Was this ancient tribe visited by the nommo? Well, from all the information they have specifically about the planet, there's no way they could have known about this planet Sirius B if you can't see it with the naked eye. They need a telescope to see it. You can't see it. That's a fact. And as I said, another fact. No one who could have told them because they weren't visited in that time. So I like to believe, and I'm not just falling back on this because I'm an alien believer. I'd like to believe that yes, they were visited. I'm a believer in that we as a whole, all our ancient past have been visited in one time or another by the Anunnaki, as well as the different races. It's not to say that different races go by different names. It's who's not to say it's something that cannot be proven. It cannot be proven. We can only believe. And it is something we as a whole need to open our eyes to and open our hearts to, that we're not alone. There's going to be ancient races out there that have harnessed the ability to travel amongst the stars, many via the stars or via dimensional travel, dimensional travels. We need to open our minds to that for us to grow, us to better ourselves. And I think it's time we need to accept what's happened in our past. But yes, I do believe that the Dogon tribe was visited by the Nommo. Whether they're fish people or not, I can't say that. I can't agree or disagree with that because I haven't got the answers to that. There's another rumor, another story about how aliens come from Orion. Uh, Funny enough, when I was looking into information on the Dogon tribe, I actually started with Orion because, you know, I actually do believe that aliens come from Orion as well. And very soon, I'm hoping next week maybe do a story on the Anunnaki. Anunnaki, ooh! So that's a possible one for next week. Would you like to hear that one next week? Let me know. Uh, so I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to know your thoughts on that subject because that's the thing with this channel. These videos that I do. I can't do these videos without you watching. I can do them, but for me to grow with this channel, I need feedback from those that watch it, whether it's on the Facebook pages or if it's on the actual YouTube channel, which you can find me on YouTube under Trev the Rev. Trev the Rev. That's the because I'm no vicar. Trev the Rev and ain't no vicar. And someone actually asked me the other day who gave me that nickname. But believe it or not, it was a DJ. It was a DJ who gave me that nickname. When he asked me my name and I said it's Trev, and he went, "Oh," because I was working at a petrol station at the time, and he went, "Oh, Trev the Rev," and I said, "Yeah, I ain't no vicar." So that's where it comes from. That is where it comes from. If you're interested, Now, before I go, I've got a few more minutes to learn. Changing subject here. It is changing subject. You can tell by my T-shirt. I'm a big, massive wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan, and I actually watched the Super Showdown today. A few days late, I know. First time I had a chance to watch it, but I want to say it is not one. It is one of the worst pay-per-views I've seen in the last 5 years. Now, any wrestling fans might want to give me their thoughts on that. I don't believe. Although I was happy to see Goldberg. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you don't want to know results of the show, stop watching. I I'm a massive Goldberg fan. I always have been. I used to watch him all the time in WCW when Nitro was on. Goldberg, Goldberg. Um, and obviously the Fiend I like as well. I do disagree with Goldberg taking the belt off the Fiend. I don't think that should have happened. Personally, Fiend should have kept that belt at least until WrestleMania. At least. They pushed him too well, and they'll just adapt to him. Unless they got something planned that I don't know, obviously. The other match, I can understand the match going the way it did, but I was disappointed with Ricochet getting the living daylights knocked out of him by Lesnar. He wasn't even allowed to get a move in. And, you know, that's not selling Ricochet, is it? It wouldn't take too much. At least let him get a couple of knocks in and then knock the living bells out of him. And I'm a fan of Lesnar, you know. Let's go back again. There's other matches that, you know, I just, at one point, I was actually playing a game on my phone. That's how bad it was for me. So those who are watching WWE, people who do these shows and stuff, honestly, you need to stop and think about the shows you're doing. Take lessons from those that are actually doing better shows, like the takeover shows from NXT or even AEW, your competition. They're doing better for a reason. And I'll end that subject here because I'm sure I'll get lynched for this. I'm sure I'm going to get lynched from WWE for this. I think that show could have been so much better. It really could. There was so much more they could have done. So On that note, it's time to say chibble up, my friends. If you've enjoyed this show, please hit that like button. If you haven't done so already and you would like to see some more, please hit my subscribe button. And when you want to know when this video is coming out, ring the bell, ring the bell, ding a dong, ding a ling a ling. And please tell your friends about this show. Tell your friends about this channel. The mysteries he talks about. I always try and talk about these mysteries and stuff in a neutral point of view and just give my opinion afterwards. You may agree, you may disagree, but I'm sure you'll enjoy. I can't do pictures about the places because I'm still learning how to do these shows. So please, until next time, people up, my friends. This is Trev the Rev, and Ain't No Vicar signing off. Until next week. Bye bye.